Welcome to the Serpentine Creative Channel. I'm your host, Stella Williams, and you're watching Serpentine Reads. What's up, guys? I am back with a book review for you guys. It is The Realm by Sylvester Barzey, and it is a YA fantasy. Now, if you're a regular on this channel, you know I don't usually venture into the realm of YA, as it is not my fave, but I was really interested in this one based on the description, and the cover is awesome, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Bring you guys something a little different. This is a YA fantasy novel with a black female lead, written by a black couple. I'm not sure if this one is written solely by Sylvester Barzey or if it's one of the books that was written by him and his wife, because they do write books together, which I think is really awesome. I don't think I could ever write a book with my husband, partially because he's not really a reader, but also just like the idea of working with my spouse on something like that, just I feel like that would be a lot of arguments. I don't think we would collaborate that well. So kudos to them for being able to put books together. And with that being said, I'm going to get right into my review. I did receive this as a free ARC. I'm signed up to be a part of their ARC team. And Sylvester Barzey is more known for horror novels, so like horror fantasy. So I am going to review some of his other works as well that I'm currently reading. But this specifically, The Realm, is the beginning of the Essence series. The main character is called Essence, and she is the Oracle, the chosen one kind of theme. And there's this idea of like the realm, which is separate from the human world, and there's like this civil infighting over who gets control of the Oracle, and it's a really good fantasy plot. And I feel like a lot of my negative feelings about this book come from the fact that I'm not a big fan of YA. So I'm not going to mention those here. If you are a fan of YA, this book could be right up your alley. Because some of my personal, YA misgivings may be reflected in the review for those reasons. So I'm going to leave those alone. I will say though that one thing that threw me off was sometimes like with the slang and things that were used by the teenage characters versus like the parents, like a lot of it overlapped. So even though I was reading a YA novel, sometimes I wasn't sure like what age the parents were. Like aside from like the dad, all the other adults kind of used similar slang to the teens, and that kind of didn't really vibe well with me. But like I said, I liked the plot, I liked the storyline, I liked the fantasy elements that were in it. And I'm gonna give you guys my objective ratings on it now. So obviously this is YA, so I'm not going to talk about my heat level score on this because I find that really gross. And thankfully there wasn't anything for me to apply the heat level to anyway. So kudos for that. Making YA true YA. Not to say that there wasn't like kissing and like some like teen romantic drama, but it was very age appropriate, which I appreciated. And my next is readability. And I'm not sure if the ARC I received was before final edits or after final edits. That being said, the copy that I received did have some missing words, some misused words, enough to where it was noticeable so throughout the book. But aside from that, it was a fairly peaceful read. It would just be like I would be reading a sentence and all of a sudden it would say like he's instead of his, and I was like, okay, but like little small things that like I said, I don't know if this ARC was created before the final edit or after, so I'm hoping it was before the final edit. And with that being said, my overall score is, I can't say that I love the book. Like I said, it did have some readability issues, and I'm also not too big of a YA fan, but the story was compelling and I found myself drawn in and caring about the characters, and there is a pretty cool twist at the very end of the book, and it does leave itself on a cliffhanger, just FYI. So I would say that this book is worth the read, especially if the ARC I received was not the final edit. Or if you're one of the people that can overlook a couple of errors, if the plot is captivating enough, then for sure check this book out. And this is The Realm by Sylvester Barzey. And that is my review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying home as much as you possibly can, being safe, flattening the curve, and hopefully this video is entertaining you while you're in your house. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a fun day.